Hello and welcome. Has Keanu Reeves found the one? We're going to do a tarot reading and we're going to kind of revisit Keanu Reeves. It was brought to my attention that there are a bunch of astrology readings out and about that indicate that there is one person, like there's a soulmate out there for him, and we're going to look at it. So it was brought to my attention by one of you lovely subscribers. And so I went on a hunt. I'm not an astrologer. I didn't read his chart. I have fairly okay, decent knowledge of astrology. On my search, I did see a lot of other tarot readings. I did not watch any of those because I didn't want anything to be skewed. But what I did see in the natal chart readings, I didn't really see anyone. I don't know if I'm not finding the right one or what, but I didn't see any that specifically said there's like a soulmate meant for him out there. So we're going to take a look at Keanu Reeves' relationship love stuff. So not my favorite love readings, not my favorite. But because this is a hypothetical, we're going to go for it. All right, so questions we're going to ask. I left my list, so I'm going to have to go by memory. I think I already did that part. Memory. What questions? Is there a perfect soulmate for Keanu Reeves? Kind of like a part two to the other reading. I did get a lot of comments requesting an update, so kind of heading in that direction. I did not rewatch that one. I wanted to, but I decided against it because, again, didn't want it to influence anything. So, all right. What can we know about Keanu Reeves and love? Well, then, okay, that's better. Okay, so overall, as far as love goes, let me check the placement. Can you see those okay? Okay, so first thing, the tower. I don't get the tower a lot in readings. It just doesn't come out a whole lot for me. So it's amusing that it would come out as the first card in a relationship reading. But the tower signifies, of an abrupt or sudden change, something crumbling completely down to be built anew on a stronger foundation. Okay, lightning strikes, sudden, crown really big here too. I'm noticing currently that he's not wearing a crown, but there's a big ass crown here, and it looks like she is still wearing her crown even though it's upside down. So I feel like that might be important in some way. Okay, so I'm getting like the crown representing the crown chakra. It being off of his head, I feel like there may be like a disconnect as far as intuition with him. He maybe has had trouble in the past trusting his intuition when it comes to relationships. But I feel like that's about to change. There's a change in how he perceives romantic attraction, I guess. And then the Ace of Pentacles being an offer, a new chance at something. Coins for me also can symbolize luck. Obviously they symbolize money, earth energy, material things, things of that sort. Doorways, arches, opportunities here. So I feel like there's an opportunity for him to walk through into a new situation, I guess, a new stable situation. So I feel like there's a shift here in his perspective that brings about an opportunity, and I feel like he takes this opportunity, which maybe he may have to take a stand on something or defend himself on whatever this opportunity is that he takes. In those readings, I did see that there are not readings, well, I guess readings, chart readings. I did see some other videos with headlines result. What is the, I'm not wording today. That indicate that there's a relationship with, gosh, what was her name? Alexandra Grand? I'm not sure, I don't remember. But the only person who confirmed this relationship, as far as I could tell, without really digging, was Jennifer Tilly, who is an actress, most commonly known for, like, Bride of Chucky, or, yeah, I think that's the one. But she is friends with Alexandra Grant, whatever her name is. She's kind of the only one that has actually said, yeah, they're in a relationship, and they have been for quite some time. But neither he nor her have confirmed this. So not really sure what's going on there, if that would be the one. I am going to go get those questions. I'll be right back. Alrighty, here's my questions. All right, so does he know them? So we got kind of an overall feel of what's going to go on. I am going to leave that out and move it up. All right, so well, I'm going to start with, I'm not going to go in order because I kind of just like, my thoughts don't come in order. So I wrote them down in the order they came into my head, but that's not necessarily the order that they're going to be read. I want to ask, why doesn't he date, or, you know, hasn't he dated? Clearly, a lot of trauma in his past, with his child being stillborn, and then breaking up with the mother shortly after, and then the mother of said child also passes. So that would be a very strong reason to not want to date. I get that. But it's been, that was in, I believe, 99, 2000, which was the year that I had my daughter. My oldest kid, I should say. So let's ask why he doesn't date. Okay, so King of Wands, he's just totally fine focusing on his passions. He just wants to focus on himself, his passions, taking action in his own life. There have been many options, there have been many opportunities, and he finds himself maybe not really identifying with any specific thing. Like, there are good things in some, bad things in some, and maybe he just doesn't want to attach to anything that may turn out to be a snake or one of the less desirable here. Also noticing the Tower in this cup, worried about, you know, I feel like there's a little bit of worry here, but he's content to focus on his passions and to, you know, continue to take action in his life in other areas. He's focusing on that fire energy, not that love energy. So here we go, cups relating to love or emotion. It's kind of wishy-washy energy here. He's just not certain enough to be able to dive in. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is about generosity and giving back. Setting a fair table is like a phrase that popped in. I don't know if that means anything specific or if it comes from somewhere. That's just what popped in my head. But I feel like, you know, focuses on giving back and passions. He doesn't, there's too many things going on, and he doesn't know what he's going to get into. And I feel like with this King of Wands is kind of like a man of action, knows what he wants, that kind of thing. And just, if he doesn't see it, he's not going to go for it. So I feel like that's kind of a long-winded reason as to why he hadn't dated for such a long period. All right. So if there is the one, so I don't want to do yes or no necessarily, but I will do a one card yes or no. If it's a positive card, it's a yes. If it looks like a downer, it's a no. Does that make sense for everyone? Okay. I guess that's the one. Does he already know? Is there a one? That's the question. Is there a one person meant for him to be with? Knight of Cups. I feel like that's a yes. I feel like that's a positive card. It's an offer of love. It's a lesson in love. It's, you know, movement toward affection. So I'm going to call that a yes. There is whoever, whatever natal chart reading or astrology reading that was, you know, triggered the subscriber to ask to do this reading, they were onto something. That's what I'm saying. All right, so as we're working the rest of this reading under the assumption that there is a one person specific for him to be within this lifetime. So, has he already met them? Let's see about that situation. Show us this person that's meant for Keanu Reeves in their life. What does that look like? I mean, it's kind of a yes or no question, but feeling the vibe here, it's... I feel like this is very unstable energy. We have the King of Cups here, which would be stability emotionally, right? Being on top of your emotions, being able to keep them in check, ruling with the heart over the head. But then we have this sword energy here, which is about learning and lessons. I feel like there's, and then this is kind of unbalanced. And I feel like this answers two questions. I feel like this answers the question, does he know them? Yes, but I don't think he knows that. I think this is him learning about that. So this is kind of, this unbalance gives me the feeling of yes and no. Like, yes, they are there, but no, he doesn't know it. You know, kind of getting a yes and no from this. This Page of Swords being about lessons, learning, knowledge, truth, and the page being, ooh, I'm trying to break stuff. The page being, you know, young, naive, still learning, right? An apprentice. So I feel like there is still something to be learned about the person being in his life. But this person feels like somebody who also leads with emotion. So yeah, I feel like that could be a potential that's a person in their life. Is this person somebody that we know, or are they famous? Tell me about the celebrity status of this one person. The one. Interesting. I don't feel like they're I feel like they are famous in their own right, is the phrase that I'm kind of getting. It's they take action in their own life, they lead, but it's, I feel like, a different industry. It's a different organization. The Hierophant is a teacher, also relates to religious organizations, clubs, whatever kind of organization, any type of group where there's like a leader or a chair or some type of council or something like that. This would be like a teacher or a leader in an organization. I feel like that indicates to me a little bit of fame because it's the leader or the teacher. But these two fire elements over here, and this knight is all about taking action and moving forward. I feel like they are famous in their own right, like within their own group. So I feel like it's a niche fame, if that makes sense. I feel like it's a niche fame. I don't feel like it's an actor. I don't feel like this is actor energy. Not famous for that. Which I feel like that combined with this, are they already in their life? And yes, but no. They're there, but they don't know it yet. This is a person who leads with emotion. Alexandra Grant, whatever her name is an artist. So I kind of get the vibe that could be the person. That could be them. Kind of like already in the life, but doesn't know it yet. And it's a person who is, leads with emotion and lead leads, and I kept saying that before, and then we pulled this out, and they're like a leader-teacher energy about something that's passionate, and what could be more passionate than art. I believe she's an artist, so I feel like this could be the Alexandra Grant or Grand, whatever. So yeah, those are the questions that I had written down regarding Keanu Reeves's love life or relationship status. So I'm going to ask, are they, let's do some yes or no. Positive, I'm going to put all the cards back in. Let's do a yes or no. Quick little session of yes or no's. All right, so first I'm going to do, are they in a relationship already? You can be in a relationship with someone and still not know if they're the one. So there's that. Get those cards that were pulled out already shuffled in there real good. Try not to make too much noise. All right. Okay. Yes or no? Just going with the vibe of the card. Are Keanu Reeves and Alexandra Grant in a relationship? Son, yes. 100%. If there was a card in the deck that said yes, that would be it. Yeah. So they're in a relationship. Is the relationship with Keanu Reeves and Alexandra Grant? I'm going to just call her that. The universe knows what I mean, in case I'm wrong. Ooh. Is this a lasting relationship? I'm going to say yes. The Queen of Wands is very passionate, very strong. And then we have the sunflowers here too, also kind of going along with the sun there. I'm going to say, yeah, this is a long-term. I said lasting. Let's clarify a little bit. Is this a serious long-term relationship? Knight of Swords, yeah. That's fast action, moving right along, swift. Ooh, but that could mean it's a quick, short-lived. Interesting. All right, so that didn't really clarify, because it could be fast as in over fast, or they moved quickly. They moved quickly into a relationship. But it also feels very positive energy, as in positive yes. So I don't know. Let's see, what other yes or no questions were in my head a minute ago. Let's see, are they in a relationship? Is it long lasting? Will they get married? Will they get married? I don't know. I don't think they're going to get married. That's a no. That's a shifty energy. That's a thieving and deceit kind of energy. So I'm going to take that as a no. I don't think they're going to get married. Will they just cohabitate? Will they live together? The second most positive card is the Ten of Cups. Happily ever after. So yeah, I would say they're gonna cohabitate. They're gonna live together. This is definitely a coupling. And then the 10 being the end of a cycle. That's this is like, and they lived happily ever after, like the end. But also want to point out the rainbow always kind of screams the rainbow bridge, and I didn't really know what that meant for a while. Yeah, brain fog, I guess. The rainbow bridge is where that's the bridge that you take when you cross over after life. I feel like they will, I'm really getting the vibe that they're going to be together until the end. But I don't think they're going to get married. So I think I'll stop there, as I feel like that probably answers a lot of people's questions. But yeah, to recap, I do believe that there is probably one person. I believe he has now found her. Maybe didn't realize at first that that was the case and that they would end up together, but I feel like they do. But I don't feel like they get married or anything legal. I didn't see anything indicating legal. And look what just popped up, the Two of Cups when that flipped over. Interesting, very interesting reading. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you for the suggestion. I will say that this will be my last Keanu Reeves one. When I was looking, I really got the vibe that I shouldn't be reading on him. I don't know what it is. It might have just been the fact that he is so private, and there are a lot of interviews where he says he just doesn't like people knowing about him. So that will be my final Keanu Reeves tarot reading. But I have lots of other ones and really good ones and interesting ones up ahead. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, and you want to see witchy subscription box unboxings and talk about manifestation, because I got a lot of that coming up too, make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out. I will see you in the next one. Have a blessed day.